Yo, it's Brian. And if you're self-employed, you make good money, but the bank is about to act like you make zero. So let me save you a headache. Yes, you can get approved if you're self-employed, but you gotta understand a few things. One, how lenders look at your income. Two, what documents they actually want. Three, and the top mistakes that makes people get denied or told no. Listen, let me be honest. I've seen people with a strong business get an easy yes, and I've also seen people making six figures get told no because their paperwork didn't tell the right story. Here's the thing you need to know. Lenders don't approve you based on how much money you get into your account. They approve you based on what you can prove on your tax returns and your financials. So if you're self-employed and you write off everything, your truck, your phone, meals, equipment, that's great for taxes, but it can lower your qualifying income. Most of the time, lenders want to see at least 2 years of self-employment history. Now, can you get approved with 1 year? Sometimes, yes, especially if you were doing the same line of work before you were self-employed. Example, you were a W-2 barber and now you own your own shop. That's still the same line of work. That can help. But if you are a nurse and now you're all of a sudden selling real estate or now in tech sales, that's a bigger jump, and now the lenders want to see more history. So here's what they typically request: 2 years personal tax return, 2 years business tax returns if you file them separately, year-to-date profit and loss statement, business bank statements, sometimes 1099s if you're a contractor, business license, and proof that the business actually exists. Let me just simplify it because they're really just trying to answer one question: is this income stable and is it likely to continue? This is the part that people actually don't realize. Lenders average out your income for the last 2 years. That's why they need 2 years. So if you made 60 in 1 year and then 100,000, 60,000 in 1 year, then 100,000 the next year, they'll often average that, and that will be around 80,000, depending on the loan type and deduction. But if you went down 120,000 to 70,000, now they get a little bit nervous and they're going to use the lower number to qualify you or require a little bit of explanation. Let me say this clearly. Write-offs can reduce what you qualify for. I'm not saying don't write off, because who doesn't like write-offs to get more money, obviously. I'm saying if buying a house is the goal, we need a plan. Because if your tax return says you only made 25,000 after deductions, the lender can't magically treat you like you made 120. So if you're planning to buy within the next 6 months to a year, it might be smart to talk to your tax professional or lender together so you don't accidentally price yourself out of being approved. Now, if you're brand new, self-employed, you still have options, but you need strategy. Here's your best move. Keep clean, consistent deposit. Don't mix personal and business accounts. Very big one. File taxes separately and on time. Build a track record. Invoices, contracts, steady client. Keep your credit clean and your debt low. And sometimes, depending on your full profile, you may qualify with alternative documentation programs, but those depend on the lender and your overall file. If you want the cleanest approval path, focus on these things. Strong credit. The better your credit, the better your credit. The better your credit, the easier the approval. Stable income trend. Solid down payment. Lower debt to income and clean paperwork. Bro, organized documentation, it goes a long way. Trust me. It makes the underwriting process like that. And before you apply, have these things ready and handy. 2-year personal taxes, 2-year business taxes if asked for, year-to-date profit and loss, business bank statements, 2 to 6 months, proof the business is active, license, website, clear separation of business and personal funds. Bottom line is, yes, self-employed people get approved every day, but you just can't wing it. And if this helped, please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. It's Brian, Headache Prevention Department. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.